Okay, ring us off.
Hey y'all, what's poppin', man? It's the Pride of the East Side, DJ MH Tutter.
Yo, it's Radio Rahima, the uppity project chick.
Hey, my man, both of y'all sound happy as hell today.
And you should be happy.
I mean, come on. It's your boy Wild, man. Y'all know what it is. Smash Cash in this joint. How y'all feeling?
Man,
Excited.
It's my birthday. It's almost y'all birthday.
Wait, hold on.
Like, bruh.
Wait, pause.
How you
Bro.
finna be a hater, fam?
I'm not finna be a hater, but I want to know. Your birthday been for 4 Saturdays now
Wait,
in a row.
how did I rep my birthday and your birthday, and you still just gave me a hard time?
Glasses up real quick.
I said it's my birthday. It's almost
Happy
y'all birthday.
Again, Radio Rahima.
Thank
Happy
you.
Almost birthday to me and my
And it's
brother.
gonna be
Wow.
like 7 Saturdays of y'all birthday. Like, come on.
And you're going to still be trying, for some reason, I feel like you're going to be still trying to join in on that. Like, you're going to be a part
Nah,
of
I'm gonna let y'all. The way that y'all did me for my birthday party, and I got the messed up knee, I gotta represent for y'all, right?
I hear you.
You know what?
I hope so.
That's a lie, because my wife's birthday is in October, but you would think it's in June the way she celebrates.
I know, bro.
You
I know.
would think it's her birthday, and if she heard me saying this, when she hear me saying this, rather, she's gonna say, "What the fuck you mean? It is my birthday."
When y'all became a union as one, your birthday is her birthday.
And her birthday
is her birthday. Oh God.
Yeah. That's how that
Yes, because y'all a union, so y'all become one. Like,
right.
duh.
Because my birthday is ours and hers is hers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Look,
how it goes.
Look, and she agreed with it. That is a woman's factor right there. So we're gonna keep that up.
And by the way, this is hip hop. This is bar for bar.
Which is hip hop though, bro. This is hip hop.
This
and
is
rap
hip-hop.
for the culture.
Hip hop, culture, and more. We got an exciting show for you guys today that our social media been going bananas talking about this all week, man. Like a lot of people. I didn't know. Let's be honest.
Because I was about to say, please.
We're gonna say, let's be honest.
Please.
It's LEZ because it's Pride Month, so let's be honest.
Okay. She just had that. Well, whatever.
Happy Pride.
What she just said.
Exactly. But come on, be honest, bro.
Let's be honest.
Come on.
Wild came brought this debate to the table today,
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And when he brought the debate to the table, we wasn't feeling it. Me and Radio Rahima was like, "Yeah, nah, bro, you tripping?
And
like, why we do this?"
And I think I said to Wild like several times we were listening to it because sometimes with certain music I gotta go in with a certain ear, and for me and X I just didn't have that ear, so I listened to it with him, and I was like, "Damn, this ain't a fair comparison." I think I said it like 6 or 7 times. Like, this is not a fair comparison. But
however, our social media came with different responses.
Exactly.
And everybody's interested in this conversation today, so we're gonna kick it off. Mia X versus Remy Ma, No Limit versus Terror Squad, Mamma Mia versus Remy Mafia, Reminiscence, all that good stuff.
And the Remy Mafia, look, I had to.
Remy Mafia been commenting and everything.
They came straight in, and I got to say I appreciate
Remy
y'all.
Mafia?
Yeah, go look at the post on the Bar for Bar Instagram. She gave us a whole rundown. Look, just in case you don't know, check out Remy's discography, which helped me out a lot when I went back to listen to the music.
I'm glad you did. So let's go right to Radio Rahima before we kick this thing off.
Dang,
because we got to start with ladies
me.
first. We start with ladies first as always on this show. We try to be gentlemen, even though in real life we might not be sometimes.
Ooh, well,
I'm lying. I'm always a gentleman. We always gentlemen.
Hold on, can I shout out everybody though, man, who came out and they kicked it with us. What was that, bro?
Baseline.
My bag, Baseline, because he keep me up everywhere sometimes. So shout out everybody who came out to us last week at Baseline, man. It was a dope event.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing event.
I'm just gonna leave it like a dope event.
Go check out. Is it everywhere? I know it's on DJ MH the number 2 DA Instagram right now.
It's on Smash Cash.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't there though because I was at home with a broke knee from my birthday party. So.
She turned up so much on her birthday, she had to take a break to follow. We were trying to do part 2 to her birthday party.
We definitely were.
We encouraged. We actually celebrated for you.
Yeah, I seen some big booty hoes.
Did you see them twerking for you?
Man, I would have loved to have been under that.
Like,
moving on.
It was really wonderful. Baseline was wonderful. I can't.
Baseline was amazing.
Yeah, I had a good time. I don't remember what I would drink. I pre-game. I'm gonna say that much beforehand. So I think
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Go ahead.
I was so done. My my adrenaline was going so much though, like during baseline. That usually I'm not a drink taker, right? Like I, get a couple of them, and I have my tab. But when the team come in the building, like, bro, you want to drink? You want to drink? And I'm usually like, nah. But this week, for whatever reason, I'm like, sure. Next thing I know, I done had like 10 drinks. 8 to 10 drinks.
Oh, bro.
I don't remember. Like, I remember the whole party. I remember us going to get something to eat afterwards. I don't remember making it in the house.
Hold on.
It was crazy because he talked to me the whole ride.
Hold on. So you ain't play my homie. Talking about you don't remember what happened when you got home. Don't play my homie.
Wait, what happened?
You don't remember what happened when you got home?
Nope.
No,
I got in trouble. I don't really.
I don't know, because if something did happen,
relax right now.
Relax. Because if something did happen that was great and you forgot about it, you played my homie. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to her about this.
Oh no.
Moving
I
on.
Play nobody. That didn't happen when I.
Moving on.
I actually got cursed out for that.
This guy here.
Like fam, you came in the door, ate your chicken rings, and passed out on me. But
I would have. Okay,
I made up for it.
We're gonna move on.
It's all good. So let's get right to what we're supposed to get into, though.
I don't even know how we got here.
It's time for Mia X versus Remy Ma. Bar for bar, we right here. Radio Rahima, what you got for us?
Oh man, so as I said, at first I thought it was I still think it was kind of an unfair, comparison. There we go. I think it was an unfair comparison. Unfortunately, I did go with Mia X. I ain't gonna say.
Why you say unfortunately, Joe?
Because
lady like diva, lyrical mad, huh?
What's so weird is I really wanted to give it to Remy Ma, because you look like you're finna go in there.
I wasn't finna say that. I'm watching all movements and I'm taking in everything from everybody.
I wanted to give it to her, but after she got out of prison, her she started sounding a little slow. I'm gonna just say it. So
no, wait, hold on. Let's put the other word. Dated is what they may call it. But go ahead.
Not dated. She sounded slow. Like when she was rapping.
What type of slow you talking about?
Like LD slow. Like
learning disability. Just in case y'all don't.
So that's not.
What you thought LD stood for?
This school LD was local dummy. Like.
Went there.
Low-key,
I ain't know. They gonna ban us on YouTube, y'all. They gonna be like, look, due to the statute of limitations over here on
low-key, like since grammar school, I thought this was okay. My bad. So, no, when I say she sounded a little slow, so listening to her rap compared to when she first came out, and then compared to when she got out. When she first came out, her shit flowed. Like she had a certain cadence. But then when she got out, it was kind of like I'm gonna just say in the Mariah Carey song, she did a feature, when she's like going hard for them, like she sounded slow as hell, and I didn't like that. I felt like she kind of lost her edge. I also listened to her beef with, her song Sheetha about Nicki Minaj. Okay. I felt like it was good at first, but then she got kind of repetitive with some of her lyrics. Like, okay, it's time.
Wait, so you ain't one of the people who was saying, "Oh my gosh, he bodied Nicki with this song."
And you know
like
what?
I heard around the freaking world.
I really feel like if she would have got in there, said what she said, got up out the booth, and that was it, it probably would have been great. But it lingered, and it's like, okay, we kind of tired of what you saying now. And I felt like it could have been a little bit more creative. So it wasn't a freestyle. Something you went into the studio, you wrote. I kind of felt like it could have been a little bit more creative, word wise. Otherwise, it was just like, okay.
Yeah. Fuck this. Let me.
Damn.
I want to know this. What was it about Mia X that you like more than Remy Ma?
Okay, so here's another thing. So between the both of them, I wasn't a huge fan of all that. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for my women and the women's struggles and women coming up. They both had that thing going on. When they talked about being single mothers and the shit that they went through. The fact that Mia X finished her career. I won't say career, but all the way up until the end, Mia X was strong. Her cadence stayed the same. Her lyrics, I felt, got better and better. And she was consistent all the way through. Now, despite the fact that Remy Ma went to prison, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Once she got out, I felt that there would have been a chance for her to come out and fucking turn the world upside down with her lyrics, with how she hit the radio and all of that shit. I don't really care for love and hip hop, so I don't know what happened with that side, but I really feel like if she would have got out and really focused on her family and getting that music shit together, she could have turned the game upside down.
She did though.
Not really, bro.
Like, hold on. Her and Fat Joe put out all
exactly
the way up.
Together.
Wait, because she have to reestablish herself.
Why?
Why not?
She's Remy.
Fact.
We already knew who she was beforehand.
No.
We knew who she was beforehand.
No.
She had a whole campaign coming out. She even dropped the mixtape when she came out.
We knew who she was. It's a whole different artist, and hip hop is a whole different thing.
It's a whole different generation.
Okay.
Right? So we knew who she was.
Okay.
But her verse on the All the Way Up remix, body bag. But continue.
That's all.
I get that, but
that's all, bro.
It's that verse, but
that's all, bro. We do a bar for bar, bro. You gonna give her one?
We're gonna go.
One?
We're gonna go.
Okay.
It's my turn.
To me,
it's my turn.
To me,
I just want to get it all out.
To me, more of her energy went into love and hip hop than her music.
Can I tell you what? Okay. Let's go ahead.
You chose Remy.
Okay.
No. I mean,
you chose me. Yeah. My bad. Okay.
Lady like Diva, lyrical, man.
I feel like I'm getting cut off here. Go ahead.
No.
It's gonna get interesting.
You got more to say? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I'm interested to hear what you got.
Yeah, this week, this week we want the DJ, cause this is what I want everybody to know, right? He really was against this one here. Like he rolled with. I don't even see like he really, to me, he shot Mia X down, and like I know you had to go back and listen to her and realize, wait, hold on, she did have some bars, bro. She was hot, bro. She stood amongst a test of time of all dudes in the squad, which Remy did too, quote unquote. But let's go. Come on, I want to hear what you got to say. Come on, bro. Let's go.
Okay,
let's go.
I feel like you finna play something for us.
When this battle came across the table,
yes, sir.
I was all the way.
Yes.
To this day, I'm still all the way against it, right? And I don't have nothing bad to say about Mia X. She ain't a terrible rapper. She represented the time that she represented, and she did what she was supposed to do at that time. But let me be clear. Bar for bar, she ain't touching Remy Ma. And this is why, right?
Come on.
Listening to the projects, right? Because we went back during the discography.
Mm-hmm.
Every other record holds a No Limit army behind us. So we getting her 16s, we ain't getting Mia X. And none of those projects. It's always Fame, it was always Mac, it was always P, it was always somebody backing her bars to make it better. So she was kind of hiding in a way. We ain't really get Big Mama Drama. So when we talking about Mia X and those bars that everybody talking about, we talking about Hot Boys and Hot Girls with P, we talk and Mystical. We talking about Make 'Em Say like we talking about those big records that everybody hold dear to. They ain't talking about her individual records and individual things that she done to hold on to Big Mama Drama.
Okay, hold on, because you're doing that. But that sounds the same argument that you had to have for Remy, because Remy only have one project out solo.
Fact.
The other project she came out with is with who? Fat Joe. So she only has one solo project. Everything else is what? Just a couple of bars, a song here, a song there. So again,
let me finish. Can I finish?
Give it the same on both. Come on.
But what I said, what's the difference on Remy? Mia X got what, 2 or 3 projects out?
No, 4 total.
How many Remy got?
1.
Exactly. She did 8 years, so she didn't get a chance to build her catalog for that.
She had the chance. She just didn't work. Hold on. You got to think like this.
Her first project, it ain't Terror Squad heavy. It's Terror Squad on there, but it ain't Terror Squad heavy every other track. They didn't carry her. Let's be clear. Annie Up, one of the her verse on the Annie Up remix with the guys. Body bag them, and I'm talking about MOP and Busta.
That's just Annie Up, bro. We doing verse. Okay, we gonna go verse for verse. We know Mia did this too, man.
I'm going there.
Come on,
this is what we asked.
Come on, let's go. Yeah,
Annie Up is before prison.
Right. This is what we talking about.
Okay, that's before. There's one project. Right. Since she been home, bar for bar. What has she done?
Since she been home.
What has she done?
Overall.
Right now, overall. So that one album and that one song, bro. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The next one was the Lean Back remix.
Come on.
Her verse on there. She's on there with Eminem. She's on there with Fat Joe. Body bag those guys.
No,
right? What?
She body bagged the guys.
What?
Oh my god. Okay.
So you trying to tell me when she came on R to the Easy, M to the Wizard? You know that ain't the verse that a lot of people going to.
That was the simplest verse, probably. That's why we know Remy. Come on, let's go though.
You said something that was a key word that you just said. Mia X bars is very simple. I'm gonna give you a 100%, and if you can, let's
come on, let's go. Let's go.
Mia X is rapping like City Girls right now.
Whoa!
I'll take your man.
She did
I'll take your man.
It's the remix that they did.
It's the remix they did to that song. It's the same shit.
She was the originator, though.
Right. I ain't taking away from her being an originator.
And the South. And she was representing the South. And she had bars that stood up against the test of time. With the other guy. She was on it. Come on, brother. Come on.
You can't say those bars that lasted the test of time, because when the fuck was the last time you listened to that song before the City Girls came out and remixed it?
Low-key, I ain't heard no Mia X in a long time.
That's why we had to bring them up. Because y'all will forget. Y'all will forget. Wait, what? Okay, so what is we listening? Okay, because y'all do that, but then you'll say, okay, what song we listen to? If Remy didn't drop none, what did we listen to of Remy that we feel like the shit?
Let me get to this.
Come on.
Let me get to this. I've been a Remy fan for a long time, right?
I've never been a
so everybody you wanna talk about, well, she ain't said nothing since she been home. She ain't said, fuck that. Before she went, she was better than Remy Ma. I mean, better than Mia X.
I don't think so.
Catalog or not. Listen, let's go to the
Shout out my homie Donald Montgomery. He said he got to go with Mia X.
Let's go to the Fight Club battles that she did, right?
Okay, so you want to go.
Body bagging all of men and women, even Lady Luck, because she was going to get.
I was about to say, Lady Luck was like, hold on, John.
Took the belt from her.
Okay.
Because Luck was winning.
Okay.
So she ran into Remy.
Okay. But Luck say she on her back though.
Of course you on her back. She ain't did shit since.
But what has Remy done, bro?
Listen.
Well, I mean, like for real, because like when you listen to the catalog, yes, I can because when you talking about an old catalog, you saying what she done. She ain't to me bar for bar right now. First of all, we already been told. Come on,
what? My turn.
Come on.
Stop, because it's my turn.
Let's go.
I want to go here right now.
Come on.
This, right? And I'm gonna put you on the spot. Quote me some maybe Mia X lyrics.
I just hit you with the unladylike diva, lyrical mad eater. Come on, man. Like what else? You know, I don't know. First of all, let's do this.
No.
Because you know what else I'm finna do too.
What?
You know I don't listen to female, and we gonna keep this because everybody on here. I'm not no female rapper. Like I don't sit down. Like so, even when we do these, I have to sit down and really listen to them because I don't listen to female rappers, bro.
So listen.
Now I'm in that, and that's just being real, and they all know this.
I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, right? Because first of all, I got a quote from my dog.
Call him. I want to hear what he got to say.
My dog Kenneth Ray.
And this is homie, so you know. Let's do what he going. Shout out Ken, though.
This is one of the most unbiased gentlemen I know.
Shout out Ken. Let's go.
So this post is going on social media, and everybody is commenting on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his comment reads, "Are y'all fucking serious? Y'all better start reliving y'all high school years with sorry ass Mia X. She probably has some Walmart as a greeter. Remy Ma is one of the top 5 women spitters ever. Mia X is only as good as the Beats by the Pound track. This matchup is very disrespectful. Whose idea was this? Because I know you know better." So
are you serious, bro?
Said, I'm finna be and
are you serious, bro?
Quote me with this. I want y'all to quote me on this.
Come on.
My Mount Rushmore of female MCs.
Come on.
Are as follows: Latifah, MC Lyte, Lil Kim, Foxy, and Remy Ma.
So no Eve.
No.
No E.
No, not. Listen, bro. My personal opinion. Remy out rapping gas. She out rapping her husband. It's a lot of gas.
No.
If you
She not out. Papoose,
she
it's been
out-rapping
rumored that he might have been writing some of this stuff, bro. Let's
but
go.
if you listen to Mia X, I'm certain Fiend was penning a lot of that. And he was on my show. And he was on my show.
He didn't say he penned for her, bro.
He was on my show.
And he was on our show because I interviewed him. He never said he penned for her, bro.
He did say that.
He never said he penned for her. And we never had that. That never actually ever came out. Did you heard anybody say that they wrote for Mia X? You never heard this, bro.
Who cares?
You never heard this.
It ain't like.
If motherfuckers is writing for me, y'all had to be some of the most like. Was y'all writing y'all mama stories?
Listen,
they couldn't.
No, these are personal. You can tell from her raps it was personal shit she was rapping. We know how she was rapping bop. Like she represented. Actually, come on, let's go, bro.
I don't want people to sit here and listen to what I'm saying and take. I don't think Mia X is dope because that's a lie. My personal opinion, though, which I think would have been a better debate, would have been Mia X versus Gangsta Book. Like, I don't feel like her and Remy Ma is in the same lyrical weight class. That is my opinion. I feel like Remy is that dope. She don't believe. What we talking about?
I don't.
Bro,
I don't. Past she was. Presently, no. Because even when I listen to that Plano, what is it, Plano Pluto?
Hold on.
Come on.
It ain't even fair to say past she was now because, nigga, you ain't heard of Remy X joined in fucking 20 years.
That's when she rapped, though.
So how can you say?
Because she's not rapping right now, bro. But I'm saying, come on.
If you listen to Pluton,
Plano Pluto.
Now, to me, on a few of those joints, most of those joints, Joe got body bagged. Joe had to keep up with her. It wasn't the other way around. Listen to Spaghetti. Listen to Cooking. Listen to all the way up. I'm listening
to and everything she was talking about to me at that time. I'm listening to. I'm like, is this all?
Are you listening to it with
No, I'm listening to it. I listen because she came straight in. She came straight in, and it was like all that was.
Are these all diss tracks? Now let's talk about the era she come from, right? She come from the late 90s, early 2000s era, right? Okay. She was probably, her and Eve was right around the same time, right? I think so. So with that being said, this is when hip hop is probably.
Don't do that, bro. Because you got a lot more to talk about than that.
You can't even.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Don't do that. But go ahead.
It's competitiveness, right?
That was 2000 and what? What years again?
Just let me finish.
What years again, though? Say the years again, please.
Early 2000s.
Okay, what year is this right now?
Are you gonna let me finish? Because you're trying to make a point.
I want to hear the years, though. Just do the years, please, and then you make your point. Just ask me, what year is this now?
The fuck that got to do with anything?
Okay.
Explain to me what the fuck it got to do with
anything. You talking about where she come from and then where she is now. Come on.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Nigga, you know this better than I know this. If any nigga came from doing a bid, you can't expect him to be the same place or same person that he was before he got locked up.
That's a bid. That
ain't fair to that person. That's like me being hooping for so many years and I'm this top hooper and you go away and you get hurt.
I don't compare that to that.
Wait, hold on.
I don't compare hooping to being able to sit in the cell and just fucking write. Like, I don't.
And write your life experiences. I thought that's what rap was about. So when you come out to try to diss at the person who topped at the time, because there's only one rapper that was top. That's all I'm saying, man.
So here go the cap again. So
that ain't no cap, bro. That was real.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't got 7 winners, 6 summers yet, so it's too early to make that comparison to say that she ain't.
Why we waiting so late, though?
Who cares what the wait is about?
Why we waiting so late?
She just had a baby. Like, come on, don't do it. I ain't gonna make it. No, because you laughing. Like, you talking about what she said.
Right, because it's like you had to come out.
I'm hearing, this is what I'm hearing.
Come on, what you hearing?
You holding on to some bullshit Mia X did 30 years ago and trying to act like she was the top.
When she was out there. She
ain't never been that dope. She ain't never been fucking with Kim. She ain't never been fucking with Foxy.
She got tracks with Foxy. What are you saying, B?
She didn't have tracks.
What are you saying, B?
Fucking with Foxy.
And she bodied Foxy on that track, B. Look, she bodied Foxy on this track, B. What is it? Do we need to pull it up? Hold on, let me see if we can pull it up.
You don't pull it up because you're gonna fuck up the
look.
You gonna fuck up everything.
Because sometimes some of these points we have to play it, bro. Like we have to play it, bro. Like no, because y'all try to act like every rap that some rappers,
that song.
Because it was P.
Because it's what he always do. Carry your ass. Don't sit here.
So wait, you telling me P was? My God! Now you telling me P was better than Mia X? Then this is what you saying?
Hell yeah, P was better than Mia X. P was the best rapper on No Limit besides C Murder and Fiend. In my opinion.
I mean,
Mystical, Fiend, Mr. Magic. Like, come on, man.
Mr. Magic was better than P.
Oh my God! All right, we got this. How I know, but see, this one bar for. This why I love this shit. This
Mia X, I love you. Remy Ma, I'ma hold it down for the hip hop.
Look.
Top 5 dead alive when it comes to female rappers.
Come on, man. We got bars, bro. We got bars. I got the ghetto grooves guaranteed to make your shoes move through the dance floor. What you came for? Huh, man? Acting like
the fuck is that? Look.
That was me and X. The party don't stop, man. We don't stop. Come on, man. Huh? What you mean? What? You mean I'm your second favorite female rapper? You crazy. I'm better than most niggas. Suck my dick. That's Remy. That's Remy. That was Remy. I just, because you know I go bar for bar with Remy. That was Remy I just gave. Look, come on.
But I didn't quote no lyric. I didn't quote no lyric. I want people to do this.
What you want them to do?
Melanin Magic is not one of my favorite Remy Ma tracks, right? Like, listening to that, she trying to push for some commercial success, in my opinion, right? Got the joint with Chris Brown. I dig it, but it ain't my favorite.
Okay.
If you listen to her second verse, you like, holy shit, this is what makes Remy Ma, because she rap her ass off. That if you could sit here and tell me she a whack rapper or she...
I never said she was whack, bro. Never said she was whack. Don't do that.
If you could sit here and tell me Mia X is a better rapper than Remy Ma because she sound like she still got the rust of her from being locked up. Walk off this show right now, or I'm walking off.
Because you might have to walk off, bro. Because I'm saying.
Let me hear it.
Because see, again, they gave a catalog, and I love the catalog. Don't get me wrong, and I want everybody to know I'm not saying.
First off, Silk was one of the best rappers alive.
Boy, you better stop that.
I can't even say that was his face.
You better. I was at the concert when Silk was out there. Shout out to all of them, but yeah, they wanted to see Mystical.
Of course.
And I know this. But again,
Mystical like motherfucking coming in and came there with my dick in my hand to make me have to put a foot in your ass. Be cool.
Literally.
Mystical can't be on that shit though.
Literally.
But again, like I said, bar for bar.
Telling in 2019.
They telling everything. Oh, they recording it, and that's the best. That shit is being seen everywhere. Like, I mean. Everybody already know. I don't need to have to say too much else because they saw how this conversation went.
Get your right hand up, get your left hand up. I'm listening. I'm listening.
But I'm riding with Mia because to me, like I say, she was consistent. And we can keep saying that Remy didn't get her run and all this. She had enough time. She could have did what she needed to do. Like,
she had enough time for what?
I mean, she had enough time to drop album. It ain't our fault that who she signed to or what she did beforehand. Like, cause there was a lot of label shit that went on with her that we don't know nothing about. And with Remy, because if I ain't mistaken, when she's gonna be G Unit for a time second, like they said.
So when she get locked up?
8 years, 6 years. I don't know how many years now, bro. Like it's been some years.
So
now.
she got locked up. Let's say 2005, 6, correct? 7, 2007.
When did her first album drop?
I want to say 2004. 2005,
but she was talked about when before that, and when Pun dropped his album, right. So that was the feeding of her, and then we know through the battle scene and again, don't get me wrong, I ain't never said she wasn't a hot rapper, but when I say bar for bar,
she didn't get a chance to build a catalog though, because that's what you just said. Her catalog, catalog, she got one album.
That's it,
right?
And we going off the fame of. Cause she, you know,
she went to prison in 08. Huh? She went to prison in 08.
Okay.
But her
when
fame,
her first album come out?
Her fame come off of it. I'm being very real. We can say she spit bars, but the only reason people who talking about Remy is because her beef with Shorty. Like, and let's be real. If she became with what's her old girl name? You know, Nikki. That's where the whole talk come into play. And then everybody went when the Sheetha came out. Oh, she bodied her. I want to know the real hip hoppers really listened to that long ass song and really paid attention. She was off beat on some of it.
So you don't like Sheetha?
I didn't say I didn't like it, but I'm saying how she rapped it and how it sounded.
What the fuck they got to do with Barbado?
That's because that's one of the bars. We going song for song. But no, that's one of her songs. It ain't matter who she going there because she don't have a catalog. So we got to pull up her songs, right? So whether it's singles or a full album, because we just got to pull up her songs. Am I right? Because she don't have a catalog. What you just said.
I have a question for you, though.
Come on.
Give me a Mia X song you don't like.
That I don't like?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go to the thing.
See what I be saying? The cap be super real.
No, wait. Why is it cap? Because I got to go back, bro. Like, it ain't like, again, I don't listen to all them all the time. I don't listen to neither one of them, bro. Like, so.
What made you decide this was a thing?
Because it came out in 2006.
Because first of all, people trying to forget about Mia X.
I'm glad because I was waiting on the date. I thought it was 05, but you said it perfect. 06, she dropped the album. She was fighting the case right after that. Got booked 08.
Yep, the shooting happened in 07. She went to prison in 08.
Okay.
So that's why you said talking about the catalog. That's what happened with the catalog.
Bro, that's cap. How many dudes or whoever we know who've been in jail? Like, look at Gucci.
That's cap?
Look. No, I'm just saying. Look at Gucci.
What about him?
How many albums he dropped while he was in jail that was new songs that we never heard of because he stayed in the studio? So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna say people work ethic and all.
He was dropping new albums in jail.
Yes, he did.
Name one.
The white album, you want me to show the catalog, bro? Hold on, let me show you real fast. It was a whole bunch of them, bro. It was a whole bunch of them. Gucci Mane dropped music, so it's like music came out, bro. Regardless if you know what your situation is, so we're not gonna say she didn't do this, she didn't do that. Her catalog,
I ain't making no excuse for her. I still stand on what I stand on. She better than Mia X, no question asked.
I like that I like that you're feeling, bro, and I hear you. Again,
so I'm waiting on you to explain to me why you think Mia X.
I just told you, bro. I just told you. Bar for bar. I like.
Sheetha. I'm waiting on the shit. Get to the shit. What's Mia X like? You like her delivery better?
Yeah, I really do like her delivery. I like how she got on the songs, was holding her own on the songs with all the guys, like just like you said. She did have 4 songs on that she just did herself. Because I didn't hear nobody rapping on there about her friend Jill when she was talking about her friend Jill. So she had songs.
I didn't say she didn't.
No, yes, you did. If we rewind it, you say her albums were but that's how No Limit did it though, bro. Come on.
Look at this. Just go down. Just scroll down and tell me every other song is not full of No Limit.
But if you go on any No Limit album, don't just do her. Cause you go any No Limit artist, bro. That's how they did. That's how they work, bro. Like that's how they work.
That's not true.
So wait. So go to any No Limit album and show me that you didn't have that.
Okay.
Go to Mystical, go to C Murder, go to P. Like all these guys had, it was like that, bro. That's how No Limit worked back in the day.
That's what was happening.
Yes, that's what they was doing. Now so it's like you trying to go to that.
That's unpredictable, Mystical. I knew where I was going. Go through that. Every other song ain't full of No Limit. He got some, but it ain't every other song.
Bro, come on.
You see what I'm like? The cat, like.
Wait, hold on, bro.
If we're gonna do this,
is this his first album that he did with them? That was his first album that he did with them, right? Am I correct?
What does it matter?
Am I correct? Because he was a solo artist. Because he was a solo artist first, so he already had a way that he was going. It was look. You just trying to go.
No, I'm not trying to go nowhere. I'm trying to make sure if we gonna get the people the real, we gonna get the people the real.
Okay, so Gucci released like 600 albums while he was locked down.
That's Gucci. Salute to him.
No, but you just trying to say, but what did he do? He didn't do it. What I'm saying is, because you trying to be her catalog. What we going off of on her songs is what? She
got one joint before she got locked up.
True. And what was the craziest song on that for you?
The craziest song?
Yeah, that you liked on there.
Oh, that's a good one.
What is the Conceited one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Conceited though. I like Conceited because she that was the joint that she was talking a lot of shit on, but it wasn't Conceited. It was she got a couple joints on there where she telling stories about being in the streets, loving guys. Thug Love is one of those songs.
Sound like what Mia did too, but I mean, go ahead. I'm just go ahead. Go ahead. I just want to hear because it sounds like I hear you again. It's personal opinion when it comes to it. Like again. we can say all this. I ain't gonna say I like the good girl gone bad by Mia X. That was one to me that sounded dated. But again,
I think all Mia X's music sound dated. But
because it's from the era that it's in.
Not timeless, right?
It's
so
from the era that it's in.
Music, I agree with that.
It's from the era that
but
it's in.
But my thing with Remy is, and I don't feel that prison is an excuse because guess what?
They have rap ciphers in jail.
No.
They do.
Because guess what? So check this out.
Big
right?
rap ciphers in jail.
Who came out of jail was body bag and shit still besides Panero? I guess Styles P.
Pac.
Okay. And I give you that.
Oh, Dirty Bastard. When he did get a chance to drop some shit. Who else? I mean, almost a lot. NBA YoungBoy.
But see, here go that thing though.
Kodak Black. Like
Remy
anybody.
I feel like Remy went for that fast money.
They went. Wait, nah.
Motherfuckers
they ain't do no time like this. Kid lady did 8 years, bro. She ain't do a year. 30 days.
She had a lot of time to write.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly,
But no.
In
Again,
a 50-minute class period in high school, I used to write poems like a motherfucker.
And music is different. It's one thing when you miss a year. It's another thing when you miss 8, bro. Come tell me.
Right.
Tell
listen. That's on life. But writing and keeping your skills sharp, because this is what they do. Like inside that, even if you're not right, you'll have a cipher and just keep your side. Yeah.
Gucci did 3 years.
Yes.
Was he just as good when he came home than he was when he left?
Actually, yeah. Actually, his stardom went way higher than.
Talking about his stardom.
And people like it. And his song.
No. To me, he ain't a better artist since he been home, bro. Truthfully, really he's not a better artist. Like the old Gucci, yes. This Gucci,
he's just kind of making life decisions. But
yeah, come on, man.
His wife also has a very. His wife also has
better
a very
artist
lucrative.
Than he was before he went home.
His wife has been very lucrative. That helped him in catapulting up in life. So
okay.
So let me ask you this next question.
Come on.
Because we're gonna make this Q&A time.
Come on.
You like "Wake Me Up"? Remy Ma with Lil Kim?
Oh, the song that they just did.
How you feel about that one?
Because
we talk, they ain't just do it, but we talk about. I've heard Sheetha and that was all. Cool. What you think about "Wake Me Up"?
I ain't listen to it. Bro.
I feel like it was I
ain't listen to it because if it was another one of them diss tracks, I got tired of listening to Plano Plono. I got tired of listening to her dissing
No,
I don't know if it would. I probably heard it one time. I'm gonna say I did hear it one time, and I can't say so. I won't give no good judgment on it because I only heard it once.
You know what
But again, this is what I keep telling y'all. I don't listen to female rappers like that. So
I heard a lot of people. I heard Remy explain this on a couple interviews, where she say, every time I rap, it ain't to go against Shorty. It ain't to diss the Nicki Minaj.
That's cool.
If I say anything, they automatically try to put it towards her. I'm talking about every woman in the game because, again, when you said it earlier, she come from that era where there was a king of New York, where there was a king of rap. You wanted to be number one. Number one was the thing. So it didn't matter who was number one. You was talking to them all.
So she saying she won't beef with everybody?
It ain't that she won't beef. She letting them know that shit. I feel like I'm the best. It's just like if you listen to any of these DJs, any of these artists from that time, even listen to Joe Budden talk, he still feel like he that nigga. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's what you're supposed to feel.
Fact.
But after a while, certain shit in certain ways that you ran, that's me. I like to hear stories. I like to hear shit that's going on. I don't always want to hear you talk. If it's a beef, of course we know we gonna hit a beef track. That's what we hear. Like I say, I love some subliminal beef track. I really like them. Pac was the one who came direct. That was the first person I really heard. That was it was a couple of more, but that was direct like that. So cool, but it would feel like when it's the first song you doing that, the second song you don't have nothing else. What can else? Yeah, you have a lot to talk about. I know, and look, and I ain't even talking about just the 7 winter 6 summer. I know that's gonna be, to me, I feel that should, and please don't disappoint me because I know the system that she went through. That should be the dopest shit that she put out.
That should be a classic album.
This is what I'm saying. But to get people to that dopeness, what you supposed to do? And what usually artists do? You feed them something to keep teasing them, right? You give them something. I don't feel like I got that from her. And I understand she did just have a baby. Again, I don't watch Love Hip Hop, so I don't know nothing about that saga. Like I don't do that.
I don't know. Shout out Cardi B though, because she had a baby and she was fucking breastfeeding the baby in the fucking video. Motherfucker say I need cheese for my egg, okay?
And I
love
hate
that
press
video.
though. Like I don't like that press shit. That shit terrible.
I haven't listened to it a second time to know if I like it or not.
That shit trash to me, but that's just my opinion on it.
Like, so this is what I'm saying. So
and I love
again,
Cardi B, but that press shit is like,
So again,
so y'all, Mia X.
I'm riding with Mia now, but I want to start. What I would like to start doing is implementing them polls that we do, and
I
just
wouldn't mind seeing some polls either.
I feel like the polls is dope. We should do the polls.
yeah, and just
But
implement
this is
what.
what I feel like. The
Come on.
polls that on this whole debate is people holding on to their youth and holding on to.
Well, Mia X was. Remy was a part of some people's youth too, though, right?
I'll be honest, I never really listened to Mia X as a shorty. Like I don't what she did mainstream and in the videos, that's what I listened to. I ain't never really was like, oh shit, I need that Mia X, but I ain't never been like, oh shit, I need that Remy Ma either.
Me neither. Look, you say okay.
And I ain't
you took the words out my mouth. And that's the real reason why I wanted to do this because. And look, okay, can I keep it real with everybody, right?
That's why he wanted to do it.
It's two reasons why I wanted to do it.
Because he feel like Remy overrated.
No. That ain't that. I really won't, because people don't really talk about it like that. Like, this is really why I wanted to put Remy up there. And this is why I wanted to put Mia X up there, because people forget about certain artists, bro. Like, she carried the wave when she was out here, bro. Like, we just got to be real. Who was out? Her wave for the South. Who was out representing at the time and making a lot of noise and being seen?
No Limit was the biggest thing. She
exactly, and she was just like, but she was a part of.
Gangsta Boo was still out too. And
we know that, but they wasn't. We know that under the underground, because they was at that time 666 Mafia. Let's go. So I know and that's the underground, but who, like, she was making noise, bro. She was representing the women at that time, like, it really for the South. Because who else at that time? We ain't had nobody at the South, and I ain't from the South.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
So go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you this question, right?
Come on.
I'm gonna ask you too, because I want y'all 100% opinion on this. Is Trina better than Mia X?
I'm gonna be. You can't put me on the spot like that, bro. No, because you can't put me on the spot like that, because I don't listen to
Mia X this week.
Yeah, but I ain't never listened. Like, this is what I'm saying. I ain't never. I can't tell you no Trina. Only shit I know of them was the main line.
You listen to Trina? Is Trina better than Mia X?
I feel like Trina is funner than Mia X.
Did she write her own shit? Or did Trick Daddy write? I don't know. I'm asking.
Well,
no, Kia said she wrote for her.
I feel like Trina is funner than Mia X. She has a better flow than Mia X. But to be honest, Mia X rapped about a lot of shit that I couldn't relate to. Because she was rapping about fucking and all of that shit. Like, if I had the chance to do it all again, I'd be fucking by the town 10. I wouldn't necessarily say she's better, but I would say I would listen to Trina over Mia X.
I can't tell.
Now, I'm saying the reason I brought that up is because they pretty much rap about the same shit. Yeah. Like, it ain't no big difference.
I don't know. I ain't listening.
And I feel like Trina is better. I don't think Mia X is trash, right? I think Mia X is a great artist, and I love her story. I love the some of like the joints where she talk about her friend and like just certain personal things.
Her niggas being locked up, she holding them down. The niggas ain't your friends. All real life shit she was talking.
Like I love all of that.
Holding her niggas down while he locked down. I mean, real life shit. Me, I fucks with you.
And I think that's dope. My personal opinion. I think it was the tank that was too big for her. That's really what I think. Like, they just had to have a woman, and not saying that she didn't help carry that tank, because she definitely did, but I just don't.
She stood on her own on that tank, bro. Not just carried, not just helped. She stood up because you got to think she was the only female there.
Okay, but listen.
No, you got to come in. You got no. She got no because P ain't that type of dude. So you got to bring. You know, P is a master thinker. Come on.
That's great to say that, right? And I don't want this to sound crazy or take away from what she's done. But we could have the same conversation about Lil Kim. We could have the same conversation about a lot of these women.
And we will. When they come up.
Artists, we could have the same conversation about Remy. Like, they all did this hold down the quote unquote guys. So that's irrelevant. It's about them as individuals, what they like, what we love and what we respect and what we take away from them.
Yeah.
Right? So to me, she good, but I don't feel like she was. She ain't even in my. She probably like in my top 15 of women rappers of all
Trina?
time. Mia X.
Yeah.
Like I say, Remy is in my top 5. Like, she that good. She really like got bars. Like, she got bars that make me go like, what the fuck did she just say? And you got to go back and listen to them. If you could do that to me, and where I got to go back to hear what the fuck you just said, you dope. I ain't never heard Mia X, and I went back through the catalog this week to make sure I wasn't tweaking, and said, yeah, that's dope. What I heard though is like, it made me appreciate her presence in the South, because she's opened up the doors for a lot of women in the South that came after her, like Crime Mob,
Come on,
like City Girls,
come on,
like a lot of them, right?
True that.
So I respect that, and if that's what we doing, great. Bafa Bado against Remy Ma, no way.
Lady like Diva, lyrical man. I'm just saying, Joe. Go ahead, man.
Like, if you listen to I Take Your Man, the 97 version and the City Girls version, they pretty much saying all the same shit she said. It's just the 2019 way.
So is it safe to say that that's what Southern rappers rap about?
Exactly, because you got to think. So you got to think about their culture. You got to think about their culture.
She's from Texas.
Come on.
I'm glad you said that.
Strip clubs is a big thing down there, down south.
Segue into this quick conversation I want us to have. It came up on my memory on social media about somebody said that the South fucked up hip hop, that the South killed hip hop, right?
Oh hell no, I can't agree with that.
I can't agree with that either.
Yeah, right.
Like that's fucked up to say. Like, and I stick with Andre 3000 when he said the South got something to say.
Exactly.
They fucking do. They right. It ain't just about hip hop should sound a certain way in this boom bap shit and all this competitive bullshit. Like, that's lame to me. I don't think they fucked it up. I just think they brought a different story to hip hop
and lingo. I could say
definitely that. But what happened was the business changed hip hop in a good way and in a fucked up way.
Yeah,
that watered it down.
Kind of like integration. That's another conversation.
Well, you say integration? Yeah. Okay. We gonna be political than a motherfucker here. I'm with you though. I'm with you. Let's go.
So off about this week, Mia X2 to Remy Ma 1. So a round of applause for that.
Wait, hold on. What's your poll say though, bro? What did your poll say? Because I know you got something on.
If this poll ain't okay, never mind.
Cause we put
moving on.
We did put out the poll, bro. Cause maybe that helped balance it out. What did the poll say, bro?
My poll? Not my poll.
Pause.
The poll on my social media or the poll on that bar.
All of them. What did yours say?
So on my personal social media, I'm gonna be 100. It was probably about 85% Mia X, but again, they ain't listen to Mia X probably. Like, I don't know nobody who pulling up Mia X on their streaming service and be like, yo, I remember this Mia.
Most of my people said Mia X too.
But I think they just holding on to their past.
To the nostalgia.
I ain't mad. Like, to each his own, you know?
Shout out to everybody who tuned in, rocked out with it. Hold on, let me see what the poll said over here. We have folks.
We need to get
see, not on the actual Bar for Bar page, Remy got majority of them.
What was the
It was 3-1.
Okay.
3 for Remy, 1 for Mia. But even though now I remember the comments though was on was that my post? It was somebody post. They was going crazy. Mia X, Mama Mia. Or that was on the Instagram post, right? Yeah. So I mean, again, people have their favorites. I like it though.
Leave your comments at the bottom of this video and let us know what y'all think.
And put some of them bars out there, bro. Like, let us know what made y'all say, this was me and X right here when she said this, or Remy Ma when she said this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Remy Mafia. Like, I appreciate y'all for rocking out with us and just getting in tune with us. Like, for real, for real.
As long as they ain't putting no V's in my comments.
They put, wait, ooh, the Beehive Bees?
The Beehive Bees.
Oh. Speaking of the Beehive Bees, what do we got this week in news?
Hip-hop news.
Sheesh, shout out to Jay-Z to becoming the first true billionaire in hip hop. That's not a part of my news, but I just wanted to put that out there.
Shout out Jigga.
Yeah. So
It's
a lot
of
damn. So
you know that's his man, Joe. He was gonna go.
So a lot of people suspected that Dr. Dre was the first billionaire because of his deal with Apple and Beats. But to be honest,
he broke that money down.
Well, not only did he break it down, but they say when he walked away from it, it was only 850 mil. You know what I'm saying? Aside from taxes and all that other shit. So people tend to underestimate. Even though I feel like a lot of rich people taxes don't go where it should, people tend to underestimate the taxes that those people do pay and all of the other shit that they got to cover when it comes to that.
Plus, your boy jumped out the window with releasing the information before it was time to release the information, so they damn near backed out the deal.
Yeah, they probably cut that check a little bit. But you know, him and what you call it, actually broke that money down. So that Iovine.
So also 50 Cent was trolled by a fan trying to get him to listen to his music.
Actual rapper.
I saw that clip.
He didn't try to get him to listen to his music.
Well, no, that's what the video say, right? Yeah, that's what the video say. 50 Cent looked like he was ready to motherfucking steal.
I think they should have do the hands.
Shout out to the fine ass
why not?
He was with.
He got too much money.
Should have threw the fucking hand. He 50 turned around like he was on it, though.
Yeah, I mean, because he didn't know what my boy was on. Filming.
If I would do it, I'd have been like, I'd have just swung. Like, fuck it.
No, because then 50 wouldn't have had no case still.
Right. Like, 50, what's up? That's why he would say, talk to him like, come on, bro.
So the Breakfast Club released a video of 50, and I remember him doing an interview on the show where he explained that situation in its totality, right? Without it even being that actual situation. He said what he don't like about artists and rappers who they don't respect business, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said if I'm Jimmy Iovine, they come with a package and a whole thing for me to understand what they 50, got going on. He said, look, because I'm black and I'm 50, y'all run down on me and just feel like you can just give me anything and like I'm supposed to just take it. And there was a clear example. There was a clear example of that.
Right.
You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing to give me to present yourself for me to check out your music or nothing, but you run down on me like I need to check out your Instagram.
Or maybe I like how you said that, but I gotta throw this out there. Maybe he just wanted to do what 50 do to everybody online. Troll the hell out of him, just a live troll. Cause some people get big, 50 do what he do, and he pissed a lot of motherfuckers off that he deal with. And I'm talking about. He don't just
need his money one day.
Right, it don't be no regular motherfuckers like it be the stars that we see like, damn, he going at them, Joe.
And he put him on blast.
Yeah, so I say, hey, you get what you get, man. If you dealing like this, and I understand, like again, I understand that part right there as far as business.
I ain't mad at Shorty for what he did.
He's trying to get his 15 seconds of fame. Now, hopefully, you got some of the dopest rhymes right now, so you can just run off this like 50. Matter of fact, look, this is what I tell you to do. How about this? Make a diss track. This 50. Sit in here. We may spin it if it's hot. Like I'm just gonna be real. Yeah, because my whole thing is this. Run off this 15. This is what motherfuckers do nowadays. Run off the 15 minutes. I'm going to be very wise, though, to say some of y'all motherfuckers going to run up on the wrong person that don't give a fuck about their money.
Like the baby.
And they man still out there because they in protective mode. And when you run up,
I feel like
you will get that ass.
Joe Budden got a song on his first project where he say, I hate y'all dudes who get real life and rap confused, don't get fucked up, and don't get shot trying to be something.
Yeah.
Which is a fact.
That's one of the realest shits.
That's what motherfuckers. Now, I don't want to talk about the baby shit because I have a different opinion on that shit now. But go ahead.
Okay, so meanwhile, moving on to the whole Beyonce situation.
Wait, what situation?
And the Beehive sending some woman death threats.
No, don't say some woman. Don't say some woman. Say who it was.
What's the team?
The Golden State Warriors.
Okay, so the Golden State Warriors owner.
Wife.
I thought it was his fiance.
No.
His wife.
They had
Okay.
to come back and correct it because it was posted his fiance.
Okay,
They kept
so
it real.
the Golden State owner's wife came up and she's sitting next to J&B. And it looks like J&B is having a conversation, and here comes Becky with the good hair,
You gonna do
leaning
that
over.
too? You gonna do that too?
Leaning over. It's a part of the song.
Okay.
She comes leaning over and kind of in Beyonce's personal space talking to Jay-Z. So, of course, we all see Beyonce's, facial expression change. And the Beehive people just went off the fucking rails, kind of like that Green Line CTA train just derailed.
Damn, she just put us.
They kind of went off the rails, sending this lady death threats, basically saying that she was wrong, all just off a read of Beyonce's face.
But wait, hold on. Could you go and please say what she was asking Jay-Z at that time?
So apparently she was just asking if he wanted what, vodka?
Juice it with his vodka.
Juice with his
what
vodka.
What did you want with your damn vodka?
But everybody read Beyonce's facial expression, which I can see how it could have been annoying because, you kind of talking with your husband or your guy, and here comes somebody, and then she's kind of like leaning all on her, and it's like, okay.
Basketball game.
Come on.
Okay, let's back up.
Come on, please.
Because I remember this very vividly where it was at a Nets game.
Okay,
And
that's what people brought up.
We need that picture up right now, man. Let's go.
Hov was talking to her, and somebody leaned over him to talk to B, and he ain't getting no rock signs in
Right?
in his comments.
You ain't hear everybody in there talking about the rocking. Don't do that shit again, bro. We gonna put these feet on your ass.
Again,
Like,
that is why the Beehive, I said they went off the rails because, it was kind of a situation where, this woman don't deserve death threats, regardless as to what was going on. Unless she went and fucked Jay-Z right on the basketball court, she don't deserve all of this bullshit. So
She don't even deserve it then.
I will say, okay, hold on, maybe she do.
No, she don't, because you my homie, and we talked about this before.
No.
On a different circumstance where you said
Fuck her.
Hold on. We talked about this before. We talked about different circumstances, like whose fault is it if two married people in a relationship and somebody cheat? Is it the side chick fault, or is it
Shit, it's both their fault at that point.
No,
because remember you said
You
the sad
said
chick.
two married. I never said anything about two married people.
No, not too married. You said if it was a married couple and a girl sleeps with him knowing that he married, who's at fault? And we both agreed that.
But they're both married, so they're both at fault. Like,
so
that changes the dynamics of things.
Don't.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
If you got a single person and a married person, that married person needs to respect their situation.
First of all,
if you got two married people, they both need to respect their situation.
They both need to respect their situations, but because this girl is married and because I'm married and we decide to sleep together.
And not only
the Beehive deserved to tell her we gonna kill you.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say they went off the rails. That was all unnecessary. Because it was just a conversation. But
she deserves much more flack than me in my situation, because I should be able to have to deal with that with me and her, and she got to deal with that with him.
Send him death threats too, if that's the case. But
I just want to. No, this is what I'm finna say. This is what I gotta say. I just think motherfuckers just running with this shit, taking everything out of proportion. First of all, I'm looking at the picture. Beyonce face didn't. She was just watching the damn game. What? Can't nobody. She ain't got to always be smiling at people.
No,
like
she
people.
did not. No,
look at this. Look, that is not her.
Picture,
that's
not
her.
the video.
But that's still of her. To me, it looks like she just. I'm not in their business.
No, she looked like she was
She's
talking
sitting back
to
like
her.
I'm not in her business.
No,
like,
that's not what happened.
Same shit. He not in their business. I'm not.
I've never seen the video of that, but when I seen the video of Beyonce, her and Jay-Z was talking, they were laughing, and once the lady leaned over, so to me, it looked like it was kind of an invasion of her personal space, which is the issue she had a problem with.
Actually, no. Because they wasn't talking to each other. They was actually waving at the camera.
Right. They was waving at somebody they see across court.
Yeah.
And then she pushed her. Like, you can see how her facial expression changed.
What push? I'm going to see this. I don't see no. I'm going to watch it again.
Okay.
I don't see a push.
She nudged her.
I believe y'all is overlooking.
Well, ain't no believe. I know y'all.
She didn't push. She just scooted up in her.
She did like this.
Jesus! Look at the video, bro. Watch the video, please.
Watch
Watch the video.
Beyonce's facial expression change.
Listen,
Because I'm not talking to you. Y'all having a conversation. I'm not in your conversation.
Watch her change.
Listen.
Hold on. Look.
I see.
She go from smiling.
Because she was waving at somebody she know. Now I'm sitting back. We're not having this conversation.
Hold on.
I'm
Watch
chill.
the end.
But
No, look. Watch the end.
Hold on.
Okay.
Look at whole face too. They both smiling and then they stop and they go back watching the game. Like I think people making too much of this whole situation.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say
Exactly.
I agree with that. Everybody is, but you can
because
see
they're at home laughing like you dumb motherfucker.
this is
Y'all put us
true.
on the news
This is
again.
true, but what I'm
Baby girl, I'm sorry this happening to you. They tripping. You know what happened.
This is the problem that I have with it, and I caught it the other day because Kendra G, one of our personalities here in Chicago, she was a part of it. She was the one part of it that was putting this stuff out here, right? And she had to come back because she had to apologize about it, talking about, well, we don't agree with the death threats, but we're here to say what Beyonce can't say. Who says so? First of all,
that's a fact.
who the hell gives you guys? Y'all, first of all, y'all ain't making no money off this.
Why Beyonce can't say how she feel? Her stardom won't change because she say how she feel.
Like y'all
Like
just
she
run with it.
Beyonce. Like if Beyonce came out today and decided she want to show her titties online, right? Like sorry ho, sorry ho. Sorry, ho. Let's be clear though, like, cause that's whole wife. I don't want to be disrespectful to Big Bro, but let's just be clear. If she decided that she wanted to show her titties online and Hove is okay,
all right,
is her stardom going down? Are people gonna be looking like, how dare Beyonce do that?
I don't know. The Beehive acting kind of funny, bro. I don't know.
I often wonder what she sounds like during
is she gonna curse?
Wait.
Wait before
that was a good one, though. That was good.
I just want to ask. You think that if she decided that she was gonna do that, how many women gonna feel like, oh, she made me feel comfortable with showing myself, and we gonna just get a barrage of titties online, or she gonna get all this?
Shit, Beyonce ain't gotta do that. Bitches be straight Jerry Springer and motherfuckers.
But hold on, you might get the because you know some of these Beehive women act like they so sophisticated.
Low key, Sketch Killer ain't even know motherfuckers was selling pussy on social media.
This is a fact.
Shout out our producer.
It's getting wild in the
Motherfuckers don't even
studio.
care no more. Beyonce ain't even gotta do it. If Nicki or Cardi do it, then they ain't even as classy.
And they just like, I'm talking about, they really say she gave the bump of a, she didn't bump her, she just.
I really feel like this
That was
is
about adjusted in the seat, bro.
Hold on.
Y'all just, they just.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And then,
This is a different edit. Watch how they just edit that one, bro. Watch this.
I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gone from it.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say this, and then we gonna move on to the next situation. I really feel like this is one of those situations where women are looking at another woman, and we can see how it just kind of like, what the fuck are you doing right here in my space? And this is kind of a thing that men won't get. Same way that shit happen with men that women don't get.
Like
and
what?
you know what?
What y'all don't get?
I'm gonna say this, right? So I used to, but wait. I'm gonna say this, right? There was a joke that was floating around. I can't remember what the joke was, and I father about it. And I'm like, this shit, it was something about a man and a woman. But I'm just like, this isn't fucking funny. But you know, I used to be like, shit, I'm one of the guys because I hung out with my brothers. I'm a tomboy.
Okay.
And so I just was like,
the guys though, but okay.
well, right. So this is what unfortunately, it's taking me this long to learn it. But when I read the joke, I was like, this isn't fucking funny. Actually, it's kind of da-da-da-da-da-da. I read the joke to my daughter's father, and he fucking fell out laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck is funny? And he was like, it's just one of those things that women won't get, but men will. And I was just like, oh, damn. So that's really a thing. I just think that shit was a myth up until now. But that's really a fucking thing. So I feel like her body language, her facial, the way she looked shortly after that, it tells women something. It doesn't tell men anything.
Let me throw this part in.
But wait.
Can I please throw this in?
But I'm not condoning the fact of, I'm not condoning, and I'm not gonna assume what the fuck she was going through or what happened there. I'm just saying the way she looked up and then she looked down, like, God damn, bitch, can you move? This is a look that a lot of women have given in a fucked up situation that they had to remain classy in.
Okay, this lady, because everybody, the wife of one of the owners of the Golden State Warriors. Let's please put this out there as well. It ain't like Beyonce don't know her. She is the one who invited them to the game.
Right. No.
So
I
she
get
know,
that.
and she done this numerous times.
But the way
So
Beyonce
again,
looked at that time, I can
it's
see
just,
how it
again,
could have
y'all
been
are
misread.
running-
Don't say y'all, because I'm not a
Women
Beyonce
are running-
fan, and I'm not
I'm
finna
just
go
saying the
online.
people
I'm
is
sorry.
running
I'm not
into
a
it.
part of the Beehive, and I'm not finna go online and say this lady deserved death threats or
'Cause
anything.
it's like
I'm just
they
saying
make-
I can see how
do you
her
have any
whole
other news?
body language that she's giving off can be misconstrued. That's all.
Okay, wait, because we got some more news, but I just want to ask you this, my brother.
Could I say first of all, cause the picture with Jay-Z when it was reversed a couple of years
But
ago,
stop giving
that
a
was
picture.
Jake
We need to see a
Gyllenhaal
video.
that she was talking to.
We need to
Right.
see a
Jake
video.
Gyllenhaal. So-
I just want to.
We know Beyonce is an actor,
I just wanna
actress
ask
as
you
well.
this.
But go ahead,
Like,
bro.
because you
Jake
my boy.
Gyllenhaal, yeah, that was the dude she fake fucked in Cadillac Records. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Okay, because I want to ask you this.
There you go.
Like, we've been homies for a while, right?
Yes, sir.
Can I react to your body language or vice versa? Like meaning like if we sitting here and you upset about something or you dislike something or you like something, right? Like, can I tell you how you feel without having a conversation with you? Just by looking at a picture or a video or something that I ain't there. I don't know what's happening or what's being said.
No, because a lot of people misconstrued that. Again, like you get, like you could get,
And you my homie.
yeah.
But
Right.
see, here's the thing. You don't have to verbally come out and say, I know you feeling fucked up, but you will say, hey, yo, you straight? Thinking that there's something wrong with him. But you misconstrued that whole situation too. But here's the thing that I say.
know.
Here's the
No,
thing
no.
that I say about Beyonce. Instead of having her publicist come out and say, chill, I think Beyonce could have just did a short video coming out and telling her motherfuckers to chill.
She ain't the one who started the Beehive. Like they started their damn self.
I get that, but she know that motherfuckers are following behind her like the fucking Queen of England.
Now fuck that. Let's be clear. She ain't gotta clear up shit. She ain't start shit. She ain't do shit. She don't ever do no social media shit besides take a few pictures that whole probably taken while she in the cut doing her
That's a fact.
shit. She don't gotta clear up
I
nothing.
would think if it came down to somebody getting death threats and
Fuck
shit.
old girl, like she cool, but
So if she
fuck old
died,
girl.
it's cool.
Ain't nobody finna run up on her and kill a lady. Like, let's be clear.
I mean, you never know. We in
she's-
2019. The
Wait,
motherfucker
you
ran
crazy,
up on
motherfucker.
Versace house and killed him.
But let's be clear, like, this is the owner.
Wait,
of the Golden
damn,
State
you just
Warriors.
went. You just,
I'm
Wait.
just saying.
This is the owner of the Golden State Warriors,
So,
like, wife. Like,
are
you
they
can see-
exempt?
Yeah.
Is she exempt?
I ain't saying that they're
Sharon
exempt, but
Tate wasn't?
I'm sure they're gonna make
The man just rolled up in her house and was like, die, with a baby in her belly. Nobody is exempt from crazy motherfuckers.
What's next, bro? Sheesh, what's next?
So,
we don't want no more brother, no more smoke.
a little bit of sad news. So T.I., he's boycotted TMZ over the passing of his sister. She leaves behind a wonderful legacy. She was involved in philanthropy, good things in the community, working with children, all type of great shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then TMZ reports that she died from cocaine usage.
Before the car crash, she was in a car crash. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know I got something to say about this.
Talk to me.
That's what I've been telling y'all ass about this new ass media, this old media shit that just trying to just get the
Yellow
click.
journalism. Let's
Like,
be clear.
yeah, that's what it's called, yellow journalism. Cause I've been saying this. Remember I did the clip when we were talking about the 6ix9ine shit, and I put the Nori post up and all this, and cause shout out Nori and everybody at Drink Champ. But he talked about, he said, why ain't nobody saying that TMZ is the snitch on a lot of this shit? Like certain shit, it just don't need to be put up.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if y'all about celebrity news, she's not a celebrity. Yeah, we saw her a couple of times on the show. If y'all watched the show and all this, we knew who she was. But the celebrity is T.I. Celebrity is Tiny. Celebrity, that's who the celebrity is. The kids are trying to become celebrity. So when you going into, she never tried to become no celebrity.
Yeah.
She's just a part of the show because that's my brother and I'm helping with the kids. Why are y'all putting her personal, like what gain did you get out of that?
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I really believe we need to start cutting off motherfuckers who do this old skeezy ass shit. Like,
And unfortunately, I really hate the fact that so many people are so many black people, I'll be honest, so many black people are just like, well, this is what happens, you know what I'm saying? And they just like, they flow with the shit. And I'm just like, no, they don't just flow with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't just flow with it, because everybody that has died from something fucked up hasn't been reported some negative shit.
Oh no, and you won't know. Listen,
you know.
Okay, we gonna go this, and I love this when I heard this, and it was a comedian. One comedian said it. He said, "Okay, we know the Hiltons because we knew who they, the girls, but you don't know the Motel 6 girls. You don't know like the Holiday Inn daughters.
Mhm.
Like so, you're not gonna go and put their story out there because you don't know them." The Holiday Inn making millions of fucking dollars, billions of dollars. The company, you know who the family is. Why you? Because that don't cause news. That don't get your clicks on. That don't get motherfuckers watching, talking this shit like we're doing right now.
Right.
Actually giving y'all some more fucking clips. Because what's gonna end up happening is after people hear this, they gonna wait. If they didn't hear the news, they gonna go back and try to let us go find this shit. So we gave them like. And that's the shit that I don't like about this journalism part. This part of it is because we like, especially if you're doing celebrity, like if this is regular news and you're the regular news reporter and you're doing this in the neighborhood, look, we reporting this this homicide that happened. Okay, cool. You don't even say her name. You don't even say T.I.'s sister. You just say her name, Precious Harris, I think her name was at the time, or whatever. Who out the bam died of this. You can't get mad at it because this is regular news that I put out into the thing. But when you go in and you kick out the sister of T.I., because that's how you kick the shit off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn. So instantly pulling off his name.
Yeah. Well, and then you also got to realize, because a lot of assholes just believe that everything about a person's death is public record, which isn't the case. Because you can actually keep some things off record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you saying
and I looked that up.
Shit,
I looked that up. Well, I won't say that they pay for it because I don't necessarily know. You know what I'm saying? But I looked it up because you have a lot of people that's like, it's public record. It's public. Like, yeah, okay. Just because it's fucking public record don't mean you need to make that shit a fucking headline.
Yeah, like,
but I also found out that if there are some things that motherfuckers want left out of the public report, they can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like TMZ, I feel like their time is long overdue. Especially when it came down to the Chloe and Tristan Thompson situation. And of course we all thought it was shits and giggles at one point, but the fact that, somebody was sitting inside of a restaurant and they're having dinner and somebody records somebody's fingernails, then outside they record somebody with the same fingernails, like, oh shit, well now he's got a different woman. That's that bullshit.
Okay, let me just say this, because I don't want to give it too much conversation.
Yeah.
But listen, when did it be cool for celebrity news to be like news that we gotta follow and pay attention to, right?
Yeah.
Like, I remember back in the day when the Star and the Global and the National Enquirer, we didn't believe 90% of the shit that was in there.
So that means Oprah got an alien baby, right?
Right. Like, even if it was true or even if it wasn't true, like, we didn't give a fuck about that shit. Now that this social media boomed and came in and everybody's on Instagram and Twitter and
it's the new National Enquirer,
like
bro.
TMZ and the Shade Room, Ball Alert, all these places who deliver like a lot of this celebrity conversation per se, it's becoming like the top thing. Oh, this happened. NBA YoungBoy did this, or T.I.'s sister or whoever. Like, anything you say, anything you tweet, anything you tweet and delete, anything you do, it's like put into these bright lights that we shouldn't even be having conversation. We shouldn't be having a conversation about the way a Beyonce looked at a fucking basketball game.
Fact.
Who cares?
I agree.
Who like what?
The Beehive do.
What the fuck is this? The world we living in coming to? Like, that shit. Beyonce looked upset. We need to kill this bitch.
What?
Yeah.
You feel
I agree.
Me? So yeah.
Okay, so moving on. The homie T Grizzly. Okay, I ain't really listened to.
I say, homie, and just in case anybody know, because my word activate. Shout out my little homies in them from Facebook who gave me that word. Right. That's where I run with it from. He came out with an album off of it. My bag, bro.
He took it from you?
activate.
He been having beef with the T Grizzly for a while.
You gotta look at the hashtags, sweetheart.
Okay.
Learn hip hop is real out here.
I mean, I got you.
Well, go ahead, T Grizzly, Midwest
took it
rapper.
from you, though.
Okay. That joint. Go ahead. What about you,
You know,
Grizzly,
he
Was the chaser?
the
Drink on your side.
So
Oh, yeah.
T Grizzly dissed Eminem
Word.
in his new album.
Wait, hold on. We just talked about M, didn't we?
Last week.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So he
it's about to
did
go
some on
down.
his new album, Scriptures. I haven't had a chance to listen to the album or the song, but it ran across my phone, so had to report it. The song is called No Talking.
Wait, T Grizzly got a song called No Talking. Wasn't that a hashtag in Chicago?
That was a clothing line out of Chicago, bro.
Clothing line
Shout out Bro and them over there, man.
Okay.
Shout out boys.
Ain't they from Yes?
Yeah, they East Siders. They East Siders, yeah.
Okay. So the lyric in fact goes, I run Detroit niggas talking about Eminem, talking that shit. I kill you, him and him. I made an M, then I made an M again. Slow down, check the score, nigga, blow out. So basically he said, shit, motherfucking Eminem was made one time, he can make another Eminem. So
Let me ask y'all a quick question before we get to the next one.
It's T Grizzly.
Do y'all think T Grizzly won't smoke with that man?
I don't think so, because from what I've heard, unless he got some shit hidden in his back pocket, I think he turned me up, like, you know, when he say, knock your bitch down, pick her up, pull the tracks out, knock her back out. Okay. After that, I've listened to him and he's dope. I just don't know that he can keep up with Eminem though.
What you think?
And don't even get me wrong, I don't think Eminem is like the greatest rapper or anything, but you know, I do feel like to challenge somebody like Eminem, you got to be able to keep up with him.
You gotta
T Grizzly versus M.
And be ready to put your seatbelt on with that kind of shit.
Damn, Detroit.
I
T
agree.
Grizzly versus M. My thing is gonna be coming what M gonna say about the boy.
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
You don't think he gonna respond to him?
You might give him a little quick.
I would love it if he fucking responded, right?
Because it's like he kicked it off with everybody else. Why not respond to him on this one?
But,
like, but maybe is he pushing for some clout? Like, what is it right now? Like, did he ask him to get on the song? Like, I want to know again, I got to know the story, bro. Is it that you asked him to get on the track and you got mad because he didn't get on it? What could it be?
What I would really hate if he is pushing for clout, because he did have a little bit of buzz surrounding himself after his last release.
No, he pushing for clout, bro. Because I would go behind the scenes to tell you some shit he done about Chicago. I don't want to put that on Bob for Bob, but yeah, he pushed for the clout, bro.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if there was a time to do anything, he should have did it right after he pushed that out, so that way he still had that buzz surrounding him. But he put that song out. Maybe he thought it was gonna be one of those songs that rocked for a few years, like the rest of these other songs, but it didn't. So now I feel like
you talking about his first day out song that he did?
Yeah. So now I feel like he got to reestablish himself. Like
he dropped the album like that was a mixtape when that first day out came out. He dropped the Activated with the actual album.
Yeah.
And did he drop another album out there? I know he did a couple of more mixtapes though.
Who gave a fuck about him though?
That's why he been beefing with a lot of people. Cause did he get into it? Okay, I'm not for sure. Is he into it with Big Sean too, or tried to, or like say he want to do a song with him? I got to go watch the interview. I think he said he want to do a song with him or something.
Something going on with Big Sean as well, but you know, there's a controversy right now that NBA YoungBoy shit that happened at Rolling Loud.
That was his crew that they said.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. So unfortunately, the When They See Us documentary rolled out. Very controversial. Very it tugs at your emotions a lot. Angry. You know. I don't know. I'm gonna just say angry because it definitely tugged at my emotions. But I think for a lot of people, in my opinion, looking at the people talk about this series, this mini series, kind of pissed me off, because then to me it looks like a lot of y'all are blind to the fact of what's going on around you, or you didn't want to believe it. So to see those 5 black boys treated the way that they were treated, that didn't surprise me. What pissed me off is how the parents handled it, right? Because if you listen to the boys in your neighborhood, and if you actually take a second and respect what they're saying, or listen to I'm sorry, hear what they're saying, you will hear that they will probably tell a story similar to what those boys tell. But at this day and age, we're so ready to write off our young people that we don't want to hear shit.
With that topic, I haven't said a lot behind that, but I'm gonna just say this much. Not just Overseer David Banner said this. Shout out to Big Bro David Banner. We're demonized everywhere. The black male is demonized
all over the world,
everywhere. Mm-hmm. So you got to think, and I tell people this all the time. Even though you can be a black male in this society, if you raised a certain different way, you might not believe it. I've seen it. I've seen them because they was raised until they have to actually have to experience it. Them direct self, they don't understand
and you know what? I hate that though. Like, we ain't gonna spend too much time on this. I really hate that though, because so like over the past few years, we've seen so many young black men, and a couple black women, but mainly black men killed at the hands of the law. And we had so many people that like were, oh, I'm angry, I'm this, I'm that. You know, they showed so many different emotions. So it's like, how are you that angry over that, but feel like this isn't, you know what I'm saying? It's how is it two different emotions? I'm gonna say that. How is it two different angers? Because when I saw Philando Castile killed, that like sparked a rage in me where I wanted to just fucking plant a pipe bomb at the police station.
Don't say that. No. But she didn't. No.
I said I felt like that, okay, but I wouldn't do it. So that sparked fresh anger in me. When I looked at that miniseries, it was like, fuck, I'm seeing this real life. But I'm not as angry about seeing some shit that happened that long ago as I am seeing some shit that happened now.
Certain things spark certain people a certain way. Again, if you ever been in a car accident and all four of us could be in the same fucking car accident, everybody will give up a different story because it's your perception of things and it's how people take things in.
It's like, where have you been?
Some people been here
your whole lifetime.
Some people been here.
That to be like, oh my gosh, this is a surprise. Like, that's how I feel.
You mean when you say people like feeling like that? You mean black people, or you mean everybody?
Black people? Yeah, they're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe.
Some people are just saying this because it's a status.
I can't believe. I hate to hear that, because how can you not believe the injustices of what black men, young black men, have been going through for so long? I would think that if you ever known the story of Emmett Till, that I can't believe it's such an inappropriate way to start one of those statuses.
I'm glad you just said that, because like it changes the conversation, right? It's a great conversation that needed to be had, because a lot of people, some people think we from the hood. This is just what we do.
And some people really believe that we deserve some of this shit. Like
some people feel like because they've been quote unquote privileged in some way, form, or fashion, where they was raised a certain way and they may have not experienced the same things that we've experienced in the hood, that they're excluded, right? Kanye West got a famous line where he said, "You still a nigga in the Benz, it don't change."
Yeah, still a nigga in the coupe.
Yeah,
he got that from the Mr. Farrakhan. Shout out to Mr. Farrakhan.
Yeah,
but it takes you to experience that to realize that you're not different because you're well off, or because you was raised a certain way, or because you think a certain way, right? Like, we all deal with the same thing, the same issues, and the problem is we all need to feel we got to decide what side of the fence we on.
Well, I would say,
are we fighting for inclusion, or are we fighting for us together?
Right.
And once we figure that out, then we can fight. But that's a whole different conversation.
Say, and we're gonna end it after this. I would say, wasn't it the situation with Dr. Dre where they didn't give a fuck about his status or his class? They still treated him like a black man.
All of them.
You know what I'm saying? Was it
Oprah too? All of them. No.
I'm talking about when Dre was pulled over. Was it Dre who was pulled over by the police? I don't want to get the story wrong. It was a few years ago. Well, maybe a little bit over a few. One of these celebrities got pulled over by the police. The police pretty much ain't give a fuck about who he was. and proceeded to treat him like a, black man from out of the hood.
You hear them on a lot of they albums where they
All
say,
of them.
I'm Mr. No, what Black Rob say? He said, hey, I'm Black Rob. He said, I'm white officer. Like,
Yeah.
You're going to jail, motherfucker. Like that's
like
just how they
Raekwon.
see it. And
Yeah.
they couldn't know you.
And they want, honestly, they prefer you to be the
Yes,
celebrity.
they get more. They get
They
more.
want you
They
to be
get
the
more
celebrity.
take on them. Like, oh, you took him down? Yeah, I got him for that gun case. Like this is just what it is, man.
Yeah.
But again, it's just us recognizing what the fuck is going on around us,
That's a fact.
opening our eyes and having dialogue, but not just dialogue, actually actions behind the dialogue.
That's a fact.
What the actions may be, I won't speak on, but yeah.
Okay, so in light of that, I'm gonna throw out a little funny story here. So Chief Keef, gang in his bitch, gang in his bitch, gang, gang. Okay, so he didn't get involved with the situation. So we all know he's 23 years old. But apparently his 43-year-old baby mama is trying to get child support out of him.
He's 20 years older than bro. Okay.
20 years older. So let's just talk about that. The baby is 6 years old.
Okay, so 6 years.
He was
That
like
means
17.
So he was 17, so that means she probably was fucking him at 16 once he finally got his little clout and shit. So, still a minor. She's an adult at the time.
Right, so they probably was fucked for 9 months to happen. She either caught him early 17 or sometime in 16.
No, she caught him at 16.
16.
Yeah.
Had to.
Yeah.
And I think he probably just came out for doing that little 30 days or a couple of months or whatever.
She got him at 16. This is bang bang Chief Keef.
When everybody knew who he was.
This is I don't like in my front room with
Yes.
Fredo.
Yes.
Okay,
Look,
so
we see
I'm gonna
that.
just put this out there because I had a conversation, a Facebook conversation with a young lady who apparently knows the baby mama. I don't like posting screenshots. I don't take a lot of screenshots, but apparently this lady goes on to say she knows the baby mama, right?
Okay.
She says, first of all, she says the media lied about the baby mama age.
So she older than 43?
Well, apparently she's 35.
Oh.
But 6 years ago, she would have been 29, and Chief Keef still would have been 16 going on 17.
Oh, she was freaking on
still
young boy.
So she was still a lady pedophile. She also goes on to say Chief Keef lied about his age.
Well, he told her he was.
So apparently he told her he was older, and you know what? And I can't say if the young lady is lying or not, but unfortunately, the culture that we come up in, a lot of young boys are taught that you become a man by, obviously the sex, and if you do an older woman, that's bonus points.
Who told you this?
A lot of men.
What a lot of men?
Facebook, men
I wish
from
you
high
start
school.
talking to your Facebook people and your man.
I'm sorry, Facebook men from high school, also guys that I have interacted with during my 20s and 30s.
Say if you get an older one.
Oh yeah, they say if you get an older one, that's bonus points. So this how it is, right? So even when I was 30, if I got a dude that was like 21, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm mature for my age. I done talked to older women before. Well, they ain't teach you not to use that I'm mature for my age line in. Fuck out of my face, fam. Anyway.
So was you fucking with the 21-year-old or
No,
not?
I wasn't, because I ain't have time for no nigga still trying to learn his dick. That's another conversation. But
I love this show.
So I was lost for a second, but
yeah, so I really feel for Chief Keef and owing this child support, because I feel like honestly he was duped by a fucking pedophile ass woman who was just trying to get money out of him.
That's usually what happens though. Like women chase money.
I mean,
I ain't even gonna say money. Like women chase power.
But it's different when you chasing somebody that's within your age range and you get them and it's like, damn, you stupid ass motherfucker. But you chasing a boy whose brain isn't even developed. All he's trying to do is get pussy. Yeah. Like that's what high school boys do.
I can't say I know personally, but I've heard of a lot of stories where women think that child support is a form of income.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like
and those hoes suck.
Especially if you got some type of clout or money that they feel like they could benefit from, and but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, whole different conversation. So that's all my news for today.
All right, let's get right to the next segment before we get up out of here. What y'all listening to, man? What's in your iPod? What's playing on your phone? I said iPod, like people still. Y'all got iPods? People still got those things?
Ain't that stuff over with? Oh no, that's
No, they
Apple
still got
Music.
iPods.
Wait, what they say? No, that's what was that?
MP3 players.
No, that MP3. What was the thing they just said Apple through with right now? They said there ain't no more of that. iTunes. Ain't no more iTunes?
That's a lie. Stay on.
Ain't y'all even read the damn thing?
That's super cap.
Come on, put that out there.
Hold on. Let's
Please
pull it
put
up.
that out there.
How do they feel we gonna get the music if it ain't no iTunes? If it ain't no iTunes, I'm done.
Look, that's what I'm finna say. Like,
what am I gonna do?
That's their streaming
Here
service.
you go right here. Apple is killing iTunes. Here, what will happen to your music? Like it's been a whole big thing out on that, like a part of the news. So that's what I was trying to figure out. What were they doing with it then? I didn't know because I don't have an Apple phone, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I gotta check this article out because I'm trying to figure out.
It was on the news, bro. Like,
I hear you, but I'm just saying, like, let's think about this. If you drop an album, how do you get paid from it? Where do you get the album from if you ain't getting it from iTunes, right? Like, you streaming
Tidal.
That's streaming though.
Shout out Jay in there.
Buy the album off.
True that.
So when they put the album out for $9.99,
so y'all see that was the difference. That's why I'm like,
is where you pay for your product from. Like,
Really? I thought like you still paid a monthly fee to
Tidal.
No,
you do.
that's Apple Music. Apple Music and iTunes is two totally different.
So that's probably what that's probably getting rid of. So they probably finna send everybody to Apple Music.
Yeah,
bro.
but so
what's the difference?
Purchase
but iTunes
because
the
Apple
app.
Music is a streaming service.
So you just can't buy no.
Right. You just stream like it's just like Tidal.
Right.
Without the concerts.
But iTunes is like the Windows Media Player.
Yeah. Oh God, I did. Like,
is that right? But iTunes is like the Windows Media Player. Like okay, no.
Windows Media Player. Well, I can't speak on that because I wasn't super fluent in that. But what I used to do Windows Media Player was like burn the CD to that joint.
Okay. So Windows Media
yeah.
Player actually give you the access to Windows Store, and you pretty much go in. You can buy CDs. It's like a whole
same as Apple.
Setup.
Same as Apple.
Okay, but iTunes though, because I used to use iTunes too. But,
right.
Yeah.
So for me, from what I know,
so y'all still got it on your phone, bro? It's like so many. That's why I'm like, there's so many articles on that shit. So it's still on the phone though.
Well, I never use iTunes on my phone. I do got it on my phone though.
Okay.
Let me just be honest. I used to get the iTunes like for certain
album
records
that
we wanted to get on the phone that I wanted to use and put the music underneath.
Okay.
Certain videos that we put out. Go check out the Bar for Bar page for those joints. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, like the iTunes, I stayed on there because for certain albums, if you wanted the whole album, you couldn't get it unless you went and bought it off of iTunes. Now, I'm also privileged to be a part of certain DJ record pools where I can go find the actual music for
shout out to record pools, man.
Songs or whatnot.
Yeah.
But for those albums, I had to really go purchase them until I started getting plugged with those labels where they just send those joints. Shout out to the good people over at Def Jam.
Yes, sir.
RCA.
I be appreciative. Well, I don't have RCA, but I do have Def Jam right with
as well. And if you want me to have your labels music, feel free. I don't care if it's Interscope. I don't care if it's QC. I don't care if it's 300. Whoever. I don't care. Atlantic. Everybody. You want me to have your artist music directly from the label? Send it to DJMH2DA@gmail.com. But I just wanted to throw that out there if they want to.
You did that. He always
you send me the exclusives. Don't worry, I got you.
He got you.
Low key, I've been listening to a lot of shit though. So I've been listening to Solange this week.
Okay.
Also listening to City Girls, listening to Mia X. Also listening to Remy Ma. Let me see what's in heavy rotation. Our show from a couple weeks ago got me listening to Outkast every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it makes you forget that you fucking love, a certain type of music. And I fucking loved Outkast. I mostly loved Andre 3000 because I feel like he spit some of the realest shit in the game. Listening to her.
You been in your feelings this week. I love it.
Low key, I have. Yeah.
So fast.
All right, what you been listening to?
As long as my okay, I ain't gonna go
look,
on here.
I was on that new El Capo. Shout out Jim Jones, cuz. You dig what I'm talking about? What up? Come on.
Real quick before I want to just put this out there. It's been quoted that so far Jim Jones got the
No.
best album of 2019.
I-
It's been quoted.
I saw my homie J.I. Bang.
Shout
He
out to
was saying
Bang
it.
saying that.
He
Yeah.
shout out J.I. Bang. And again, what I listen to is what he don't listen to, and same here. I don't see nobody topping Khaled as just yet so
Okay,
far.
fact.
But El Capo is a good project put together. Don't
I'm
get
so
me wrong.
sorry to interrupt. So
I don't think he really is.
I
so go ahead.
tried to listen to Khaled album again. I still feel the same
Okay,
way.
bye. We ain't asked you what you listen to right now.
Still feel
Joe,
the
why don't
same
you
way.
Going up, Joe. DJ Khaled. We got you. Another one.
Still feel the same way.
You're smart.
It's
Look. I looked up and look
no,
what I
that's
see
not
over
it.
there.
What's the?
Hold on, turn up though. Cause y'all look
That's
over there
the
one time.
emoji?
Like, look, I looked straight up and he was like, "You smart."
It's
See?
kind of weird that you made eye contact with
Oh,
another
no.
man across the room.
It's on some. It's a picture.
Moving on.
Damn, you always on something. It's a picture. That was it.
Another one.
You know, come on, man. You real smart. I'm checking out Only the Generals. You know what I mean? By the homie, we're gonna understand by the homie Kevin Gates.
Okay.
New merge. Y'all know I was listening to Remy and Mia X back to back.
But okay.
Went Twisted Adrenaline Rush. I was on that this week. I actually was on Pac. I went to Pac.
Okay.
Went to Biggie.
Okay.
Prodigy.
Okay.
I was on some Albert Einstein material, like the stuff that he dropped over there. Method Man, the Cow album, his first joint. And Ghostface Killer Iron Man. That's what I've been listening to, bro. But when I leave here, what I'm gonna listen to, I gotta keep it real. Polo G, Dial Legend is out right now, so I gotta check that out.
I'm glad you just said that because that's what I've been rocking with this week. I've been in tune with a lot of the young boys.
Come on.
I listened to Cowboy this week.
That's my shit there,
I
bro.
listened to Polo G.
Let's go, Polo.
This week. I also listened to NLE Chopper this week. I've been listening to I probably mentioned this on the show last week, but I'm gonna mention it again. Shout out to Chanel True, Black Wealth.
You broke that in the club Saturday, bro.
Let me get it out there so the people know.
Oh, my bad.
Shout out to Chanel True, Black Wealth, my partner Johnny Yayo, the whole team over there.
Shout out to everybody.
Salute to y'all. I got the DJ MH Tutter exclusive day ones from Chanel True. We broke that joint in Baseline last week. Had the whole club moving to it. It's a video somewhere on my IG.
You say somewhere, yeah, somewhere.
Go check out my IG to see that video of us playing a record in that joint. And yeah, what else I've been listening to though? It won't be a great week if DJ MH Tutter does not listen to Hove because you know Hove is motivational. Shout out to Remy Ma. I listen to a lot of that. Mia X as well. Remy Ma. But you know, who am I?
This guy say more Remy Ma. I'm finna check out this Press Originals though.
Yeah, that's how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, that's a legend, man.
And,
he Midwest, Joe. Like, I gotta give it up for my people, Joe.
And I was listening to Kanye West.
You was on your Kanye shit?
Man, listen.
I
keep Kanye in rotation, you know, because Kanye inspires me every time I listen to him. Like, regardless of the album, every time, I swear to God, every time I listen to it, I find something new or I catch something that had me like, damn.
Bro, I don't think a lot of people realize, and you know, the personal life choices that he make is completely separate from his music.
Fact.
I don't think a lot of people I recognize the jewels that Kanye used to drop from the beginning. 100%. And one of my favorite songs is Jesus Walks. And you know, despite my religious beliefs, I don't necessarily agree with that. But what the fuck he was spitting in those verses? Damn.
So you do all artists like that, then, right?
What?
You don't let their personal life mess with your their music, because if we go rewind some of these joints here, a lot of bar for bars, you let their personal life interfere with the music, from what I think. But I'm asking. But, or is it just Kanye because he's Kanye? Because I know you like Kanye.
I would say Kanye is different because wait. Kanye is different because he put out this shit, and obviously after his mom passed is when he kind of went up and down. Hold on. Okay. I didn't say he went bad. Okay. He went up and down, and you could start seeing the different emotional shit that he was going through and how he started to change his life. So
time out.
I tell people
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Come on.
This what makes this show awesome.
Yes, it does.
Now, you said you can see the change in Kanye's up and down. What about his music? What is you talking about? His music went up and
His
down.
music, yeah. You had 808 Heartbreaks, and then you had shit. I can't remember what came
So
after
808
that.
and Heartbreak.
My
Heartbreaks
Beautiful
and
Dark
808.
Twisted. That was one to me who was on his dope
But see,
fucking
hold on.
album.
When I
bro.
say ups and downs,
So
I didn't
808 and
say
Heartbreaks,
it's a
hold on,
negative
hold on.
thing.
Come on.
808 and Heartbreaks was about Amber Rose. So
That's when he was auto tuned out.
it was
and shit on
all
that.
Amber Rose.
Yeah. See,
I know that, but
Uh-huh.
when I say ups and downs, I'm not saying his music went negative or bad or anything, but he started to be more emotional.
Okay.
Before his mom passed, he was just like, shit, I'm gonna spit this shit. Don't get me wrong, he's always been more emotional.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you can always tell that he was raised by a woman
And he
with
said
the
that too in the
influences of
interview.
his grandfather.
He said
You
that
can
too.
always see that in his music, but once his mom passed, it was a roller coaster of emotions. It wasn't just the Kanye that we knew. So a lot of these celebrities, these rappers now, they're going through the shit as they go through their career, and they don't know how to necessarily deal with real life and deal with their career, which fucks them up.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So because Kanye lost his mom, do we give him a pass? But Nicki, we gotta fuck with whatever she doing
No,
because Nicki. So
no.
if whatever she going through, if she's on a decline.
And we didn't give Kanye a pass. Kanye just still put out dope ass music. It was just up and down emotional.
So you saying the bars be here anyway? I don't want the bars to be have everybody at the
They at you. I don't want no smoke. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I mean, I feel like Nicki, she just kind of like, she had her time, which was like fucking 10 years in the game. And it was just kind of time for her to move to the mentor status, like a lot of rappers do, but she couldn't quite let go.
This is my last thing on this whole subject. Kanye West is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Me too.
But there's a song that's still in heavy rotation right now that I hate so much because I love it because I get what he's saying and I get what the song is about.
Which one is that?
1,000,000%. But I hate it because I have a daughter and I do not like
You
it.
such
You
a
such a fucking hoe.
Sick fuck. I like to
love
quick
it.
fuck. I like my dick suck.
Because like those lyrics is me. Like I like a quick fuck. I like my dick. Like that's me, right? Like.
But it make you think like, Joe,
But
why
damn,
would you
Joe,
say,
like why would
yeah.
you say you such a fucking hoe? Like yo, I got a daughter. I got a wife, bro. Like yeah.
And then
It ain't something we push you.
Because the part with this is this. Because I hear the women always say, don't degrade us when we dress like this and act like this, but they will get up and dance
Love
to
that
this
shit.
fucking song.
They love that
So if
shit.
we called you a hoe,
So if
hey, get over here.
So if I
No
got up,
disrespect to nobody,
so
but
if I got up as a DJ and that shit playing, and I just turned it off and be like, I'm a quick fuck. I like my dick sucked. Is you gonna respect me the same way you respecting Kanye?
like,
to say?
and
I
just be
do
like,
because shit. Okay,
But wait,
that's a whole nother conversation.
But what he say on that song? Is it Yikes? I forget which one of them joints it is off the Bipolar joint. Where he say, shit, if you had a shot at Ye, ask your friend if she had a shot at Ye.
Did you have your shot of Ye today? Hey, he talked that was Chicago shit to me. Like, you know how we talk, we braggadocious with some of this shit, kid. Like,
Facts.
Speaking
Well,
of Chicago, y'all like my shirt today?
It is.
y'all wonder what
I like
how
it.
did you pull that one? You hollered at Levi or something? Like,
Levi's actually made this shirt, and I just so happened to catch it at Levi's. You know, so when I walked in, I seen Levi's Chicago. That's 100% me, cause I ain't spending a lot of money on shit.
look, man, where can they find y'all at, man?
Radio Rahima or Radio Rahima 312 on all social media platforms.
Smashcast ENT, Smashcast Radio. That's on Twitter, Instagram. Pardon us. Like the pages on Facebook as well. And don't forget, we everywhere. Check out the podcast on all streaming platforms: Apple Music,
Google Play,
Spotify,
Spreaker,
yes, sir.
everywhere.
YouTube too.
YouTube,
As well.
yes.
Bar for Bar Hip Hop.
Come
Show.
on, and if not, go to the Smashcast Radio YouTube page too. The actual episodes come up there when we load it too. Some people don't like to hit the podcast, so they can just hit the YouTube and let us get them in, and let us know who y'all want to see. Go bar for bar. Where can they find you at, guy?
Follow me at DJ MH the number 2DA everywhere. Instagram, Twitter. Like the page on Facebook as well. Check out the website djmhcenter.com, man. And if you're an artist, do me a favor. Send me your music at DJMH the number 2DA at Gmail. I break a lot of artists' music. Like it ain't no cap that we saying that. Like I'm really doing that. So if you got a joint that you want, that you feel like the world needs to hear, send it to me. I got you. This bar for bar. We out.
You